listening to Sport Champs.
What is up, you guys? And welcome back to Sport Champs, Street Champs exclusive sports podcast. To my right is my man Dave. To my left is my man Winston. We got Deryk in the cut, like always. How you guys doing?
Good.
Chilling, man.
Doing the damn thing?
Yes, sir.
Another week, another Sport Champs episode.
Oh, yeah.
What episode is this? I didn't say the episode number. I don't think.
Deuce.
Yeah, I think it's 22.
Deuce.
One away from Mark Jordan.
I like it a lot. Hell yeah, man. Slow week last week, you know, talking podcast-wise. Slow week. This week, kind of a lot different.
Yeah.
We got a lot of news.
Yeah.
We got a lot of news. Off top, Brittany Griner back in the United States.
Yep.
Get him.
They hit him with the trade, hit him with the Swift trade, and here we are.
Yeah.
You know, no dreads.
She has exited the trade portal.
She has, no more trading. All for a wee pen. Goddamn. Doesn't that suck?
But she's free. So
But she's free. She's here. No dreads. Had to cut them off. Too cold. I guess it was like freezing to her or something. Is what I was hearing. Yeah, I don't know how true that is, but
I'm excited to hear what she has to say about
how crazy that shit
thing.
was. Oh, I guarantee it was crazy. She has some stories of it.
I guarantee you, though, I will bet any amount of money that they probably were standing next to her with like a cattle prod, and they were like, "You will say nothing bad about Russia." And then she probably got like beyond an NDA. They're probably like showing aerial drone shots of like where her mom stays, where her dad stays. They're like, "Yeah, don't say nothing." Like
She's all
She's talking all the shit. I'm excited to hear about it.
I'm excited too,
It's
dude.
gonna be sick. She's gonna be on 60 Minutes, bro.
It's
This
gonna
might
be
be the
intense.
best thing that ever happened to her. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
watch she goes back into the WNBA first night.
Yeah,
drops
does
like
this help
70.
her? Yeah, does this help her game?
They just get another Russian player to put on her, and then she's like, "Oh fuck."
Safe to say she's not playing over there anymore, huh?
Definitely not.
Safe to say she ain't gonna be playing over there.
I don't
anymore.
know if any American is. So,
I mean, for a long time at least.
Over under. How long until you thought she got another weed pen when she landed?
oh fucking
She probably might not be smoking weed for a while,
yeah.
Psh, nah, bro.
You think so?
After all
She's been not high for fucking how long has she been gone? 8 months.
long
Yeah.
time.
She ain't even like weed no more, bro.
And then if you went to jail for that many months
I would not like weed no
for
more.
weed, I'd probably resent it, and it'd take me a while.
Winston would be a little bitch about it around us. He'd be like, "Can you guys not smoke it?" I
Nah.
was in Russian prison.
I would make sure that plane landed in either Colorado or California if I were her.
Yeah, she just walks off the plane smoking a blunt. How fucking iconic would that be?
She just tweets like, "We smoking that Putin pack tonight."
God damn it, dude. But yeah, she's back, and that's a big piece of news that is within the sports world. I mean, we had been talking about it for a lot of our episodes, so
Regardless-
we finally put it to a close here.
Regardless of what y'all's personal opinions are, we got an American back. That's something that we at Sport Champs applaud, no matter what.
I mean,
we were saying free Britney. We got her back.
This
is a beautiful
we were
thing.
saying that shit.
I
We
don't-
were literally saying that shit weeks ago.
Yeah.
We were like, free Britney, fucking get that bitch back. No one said anything. Now she's back, everyone's bitching.
Both Britneys,
Like, come on.
both Britneys are free now.
Yeah, dude.
But that's irrelevant. The other Britney.
The other Britney doing the most on IG. What else do we have? Like actually, like kind of newsy wise, like that. Should we just hop into World Cup?
Yeah, I think
Just hop into World Cup, dude. Yeah. So we didn't get to go over the first round of 16 because we recorded it before it actually happened. So let me fix this real quick.
I got it pulled up.
Go ahead and go over the round of 16, brother.
All right, so unfortunately, USA did not win. Okay,
We did not.
That game happened before our episode came out, so when you were watching it, you already knew the result. Okay, but Netherlands beat the USA. It was a really close game, but unfortunately, Netherlands beat us. Still a W for the USA though. We made it to the round of 16. That, as a fan of the USA, that's kind of all I expected for us to do. And then everything else was, icing on the cake.
3-1. We lost 3-1.
Yeah, but it was a close game.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the goal that USA made? Fucking sick.
Yeah, it was
dude.
sick as
it
fuck,
was
dude.
so sick,
It was
bro.
sick,
I didn't
dude.
even know it went in. I saw it. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it went in. I was like, oh.
Yeah, dude.
It was tight.
Super tight. And then Netherlands, it was 1-1 for a while, and they scored those last two, like, toward the 90. Like more toward the 90 minute.
It was pretty much 2-1, and then the USA just went all in, and then
then you lose goals doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, just going all in.
Yeah,
That's what happens.
It was a lot closer than 3-1, but it was great. I was good to be a soccer fan.
Good to be a soccer fan. And then Argentina took out Australia 2-1.
Yep.
France took out Poland 3-1. Mm-hmm. And England took on Senegal. Man, 3-0.
Yeah.
England looking good. Fucked them up 3-0. Then Croatia doing the goddamn thing
against Japan and penalties.
1-1 via penalty kick in the round of 16. 1 out. Croatia took out Japan. Then Brazil and South Korea. Brazil destroyed them.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a good match. Nope. 4-1. Then right after that we had Morocco and Spain. 0-0.
Huge upset.
Huge upset. 0-0. And then one on penalty kicks. 3-0.
Morocco advanced 3-0 for penalties. That's
pretty big.
That's very rare.
They didn't block one. They hit those 3 right away.
They didn't block one, and they didn't make one.
Yeah.
That's really bad. This is not good.
They choked. Spain choked on that one.
Yeah.
Spain choked on that one, getting kicked out. And then read off that Portugal score.
Portugal 6-1 against Switzerland, and Ronaldo didn't even play for 75 minutes.
He was like, 17 minutes left. Go ahead and get in there, Ronaldo.
Did you guys see? Speed spent all that money to go see Ronaldo, and then they benched him.
Yeah,
he was sitting on the sideline just screaming because that's his favorite player.
Damn.
Yeah,
I would be so mad.
He still got to go to have a one-of-one experience.
That's still the biggest experience ever.
But and he
I'd still be mad.
Free content out of it. I mean,
and
that's
they won
his whole thing. Yeah,
so
he's gonna get paid.
He gets to go on to kick another goal.
Yeah.
Then Croatia. No.
Time.
So that was the round of 16. We had Portugal, Morocco, Brazil, Croatia, England, France, Argentina, and the Netherlands. Moving on. Now we get to the quarterfinals that are happening right now. Well, they already happened. The 2 games already happened today. But then, as you're watching this now, for us, tomorrow, there's 2 more games. But for you guys, it's actually happened today. So, right now, we'll go over the 2 games that actually happened in the quarterfinals. We had Croatia taking on Brazil, and we had the Netherlands taking on Argentina. Now, right here, this game, Croatia and Brazil, crazy fucking game. 1-1. Went to penalty kicks. Croatia beat Brazil.
Crazy.
4-2 in penalty kicks.
Huge upset.
Which is a huge upset. Lots of people lost money. Brazil out of the tournament. Pissed.
They were the favorites, too.
They were the favorites, and now Croatia is going to be taking on Argentina, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. I believe so.
Croatia, Argentina on the 13th.
Yep.
But the reason being is because Argentina played the Netherlands today, and they won too. That was a good game. Now, I came straight here from the recording studio making a few songs with the homie Blitz. Zach J was up in there. Shout out to Zach as well. But we watched this game. We watched this game while we were making some hits, and Argentina was up 2-0. Argentina was up 2-0. And we thought it was over. We were like, oh, no way. They ain't going to come back. Netherlands came back, man. Came back, scored 1 goal. We were like, what? No.
Yeah.
And then the last play of fucking fair time play, Netherlands scored. Netherlands scored, extended the time, tied it up, and then they went to penalty kicks.
Jesus.
After the extra time, they had some extra time that they had to play through, but
yeah,
they ended at 2-2, went to penalty kicks, and then Argentina sunk it 4-3.
I'm glad. I mean, I feel like Messi. I'm rooting for Messi. A lot of people were rooting for Netherlands because they beat the United States, and so they're
the Netherlands was a good team too. That's what Blitz was saying.
Yeah, a lot of
really
people
good players
wanted Netherlands to win because the United States lost to them. But
Blitz was saying that the Netherlands, 4 of Messi's teammates that's on his normal club team, I think it's club team, were on Netherlands. Really? So it was literally his team versus just Messi. And he pulled it out, man. He did it. Yep. Congrats to Argentina. Winning the penalty kick shootout. And now we're just waiting for Morocco to take on Portugal and England to take on France. I honestly got Portugal and I got England.
I mean, Portugal, hopefully they win. If Morocco wins, honestly, that'd be sick, dude.
That would be pretty crazy.
Imagine Croatia and Morocco in the championship,
Whoa!
bro. That'd be fucking wild.
Don't forget about France or England, though, man.
Yeah. And then France and England, that's going to be
England
a
is
crazy
looking good.
matchup. Yeah.
They're looking good.
France is defending champs, though.
They are. They're killing it, dude.
Yeah.
They're killing it, too. A lot of people are sleeping on France.
Yeah.
But, man, they got a tough matchup ahead of them.
Yeah, that should be a great game. I'm excited.
I'm excited. And then after that, we got the semis. The semis kicking off on the 13th. Then it's just the third place playoff and the final. That's it.
Yep.
Wow. World Cup coming to an end real soon.
Yep.
Crazy. Can't wait. I never really watch soccer other than when the World Cup's going on.
Same.
Like, I don't, there's so many sports. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to hit them all. But, man, when it's on, it's on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It is on, especially when we got Sport Champs. I mean, what?
Oh, yeah.
We have to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What other news has happened, huh? We've had some other news happen, I feel like. What?
Well,
I'm going to pull. Do you know something, Dave? What's
I
good?
mean, worth mentioning, college football playoffs is upon us.
Speak on it.
Yeah.
So as of right now, is what I'm reading. So number 1 Georgia is facing number 4 Ohio State.
Isn't Georgia undefeated?
I believe so.
Wow.
They almost lost to
Killing
Mizzou.
Oof.
Yeah, they
Keyword
did.
almost.
Dave was fucking going in.
Yeah, that would have been such a bragworthy performance, but it is what it is. But number 1 Georgia is facing Ohio State. Number 4 in the Peach Bowl semifinal, which will be held in Atlanta on December 31st. And then the number 2 Michigan will be playing the number 3 TCU, and that will be New Year's Eve, the Fiesta Bowl in Arizona. I know who Winston's rooting for.
Yeah, Ohio State. That's like
The-
my team.
Ohio State.
Yep.
Winston, for those of you who don't know, that he rides for that college as long as I've known him.
Rides
That's
for
been
him,
his
bro.
college.
Well, he has family from Ohio, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm more of a CU fan than Ohio State fan, but like CU's
Ooh,
been garbage
hold
for
on.
so long. Yeah.
Speaking of
Dude,
news,
Dion. Yeah, we should probably talk about
and
that.
Prime.
We need to
it's,
talk about Dion.
it's old news now, but I'm sure you know.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's heard now. Deion Sanders accepted a coaching job at CU Boulder.
Yep.
And he's bringing the team.
He's bringing the
He's
bag.
bringing the fucking luggage with him, bruh.
and his luggage, Louis.
In his luggage, Louis, dude. And, he's making a lot of changes, dude. He's
Yeah.
making so many changes. Lots of these kids are getting cut. Lots of changes are happening. And honestly, I'm here for it.
Yep.
Let's
Same.
get a whole fucking restart button, dude. Reset.
As a Colorado resident, that makes me like excited to eventually go to some CU games.
What if we get fucking nasty and we just...
It'll take a couple years.
It's gonna
but
take some
I'm-
years.
It's a process.
I'm confident. Yeah. I mean, but
How many years do you think? 3?
I'm thinking 2.
2?
His
2 years.
recruiting is going to be through the roof.
Yeah.
now.
It is.
And then-
Everyone's going to look at him as a total NFL like network opportunity.
Well, his son's going to be our quarterback, too.
And that's
that might be a competition though.
yeah. Well, that's what kind of scares me because you're talking about luggage. He says this is your quarterback. We don't even know who's gonna transfer to CU, and this is
Wait up, yeah.
And so like you're already saying this is the guy. I just see it as like a way to elevate his son's,
Putting him on.
Exactly.
Putting his son on. I
Which
mean,
is
who
like-
wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
I mean, I'm
Who
not
wouldn't?
blaming Dion.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that maybe not be the best
Wait.
for CU.
You know what I think he's doing? He's saying that now, giving them the shine, letting him get the rub, and then if there's a better quarterback, he's going to use the better
And
quarterback.
he's
don't
only
think
going to
so.
play
You don't
so
think
long.
so? Really? You don't think so?
As a dad, I mean, your job is to give your son.
He's the best recruiter, though. Like,
mean,
he can
yeah, but
recruit a fuck.
Dion doesn't need the money. Like he's doing this for shits and giggles. Like
you're right.
Like he's
You're
doing
totally right.
Well, do you think that this could be his stepping stone? Like, let's say he makes. I'm not going to hold my breath to making them a championship or a playoff team, but it's going to make CU a competent.
It's going to be better than 1 in 10.
Yeah, they're gonna be competent. They're
Yeah.
gonna be a game that everyone's gonna look at. Like their rivalries are gonna be a thing again because they're gonna actually get some wins. So that being said, if he does a really competent job, who's to say he doesn't have his eyes set on NFL coaching aspirations? Is he competent? He has to prove that.
Yeah.
That's a proof in the
I
pudding
can't
type
see him
thing.
in the NFL right now.
Well, I mean, college
that-
is so much different.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
It's all about recruiting in college, and Dion's gonna do that. Like,
he's one of the best.
and then all you
recruiters,
need
yeah.
to do is just hire good offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators.
Which he's already bringing in good ones.
exactly, and then they'll like Urban Meyer. We saw not a good head coach, but in college he fucking killed it, and that's because he's a good recruiter.
Nick Saban as well.
I mean, yeah, Nick Saban. I mean, he only had 1 year, and
In
I guess
Miami.
Urban Meyer only had 1 year too, but.
But yeah,
Gruden
it doesn't
did okay.
always translate.
Gruden
Yeah.
did okay. Didn't he do college?
John Gruden? I don't think
He
so. I
never
think
coached
Jay
football?
Gruden did.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I think Jay Gruden.
Well, that's what I get from being stupid, huh?
And then one of the teams,
Jeez.
one of the
Jay Gruden, okay. Fuck.
one of the
Didn't know there was two.
oh yeah,
Fuck, okay.
one of the teams in the college football playoffs, the Michigan Wolverines, is coached by Jim Harbaugh, former
Yeah.
NFL coach from the 49ers. So like,
Yeah.
that would be a different like thing. He went back, made more money doing the whole recruitment thing. But some could argue it's harder to guarantee talent when you're coming through a 4-year typical max cycle with each like player you're dealing with versus you go to the NFL, like you get generations of talent who want to play for you type stuff.
Yeah, but there's so many. It's just so many. It's so different because there's dynamics. There's playing time. It's all about money. Like, it's for college kids. It's about the experience. It's also about playing time. It's about what kind of degree am I going to get?
Now it's about maximizing NIL deals.
Maximizing NIL deals. That's
Huge now.
Crazy.
Yes, and
As they should.
Dion's going to help with that a lot for CU.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, CU is not there's decent amount of black people that go to CU, but it's like a really white community.
Absolutely. Boulder is beyond the demographic there. I've lived in Boulder for like a whole summer. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
there is no diversity there.
Yeah, the only diversity comes from the college.
Lots of white
That's
dudes,
imported
right?
diversity too.
Exactly. So it's it's a different culture out in Boulder than Colorado. So it's just I'm interested. I'm happy. It's better than where we're at. You know what I mean?
He's going to recruit some people down.
Oh,
man.
dude.
He's going to get some people
and
down there.
his son being quarterback is going to motivate him even more to recruit
To
better.
really want to make the team
And-
good. That makes
Exactly.
sense. That makes sense.
And it's like an iron sharpens iron type of thing. Like his son, like you've seen. And
His
we've
son
seen,
just sucks. Like, we're just
Like-
fuck.
I mean, he might.
There's been a lot of examples of professional athletes whose children like either were professional due to that like being around that environment, and there's examples we can think of where they outperformed their parents. Those are outliers per se, but like being in that locker room as a kid, seeing that grind, like Dion is not going to accept anything less than what he knew that made him great, and he's going to try to make that better. So like I don't see him being tolerant of any nonsense, which is going to be a huge step up in CU's future.
Yeah. It's just so hard to be better than your parents when you have such a great athletic parent.
They're not going to outdo Dion.
Yeah,
Dion is so
I don't
high
think
up.
There's no way he's going to outdo Dion. I mean, it's extremely unlikely.
There's like
It's
three
possible.
players that come to mind that I could think of that outdid their parents, and those are all considered like all-time greats in their respects. You know what I'm saying?
Christian McCaffrey outdid his dad.
Like Pat Mahomes is a different sport, but
Yeah.
NFL champion versus dad was a baseball player for long term. Steph Curry, again, these are huge outliers.
Yeah, Steph Curry.
Klay Thompson. I wouldn't say he outdid his dad, but Klay has 4 rings. His dad has 2 and played for the Showtime Lakers. Michael Thompson.
Clay definitely outdid his dad.
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
but that little handful that we just named, that for every handful we just named, you're gonna see like the Bronnies. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron's son is not gonna scrape his dad's numbers probably.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
There's gonna be a whole bunch. So like Dion's son, I don't think he holds a candle to Dion, but Dion is an outlier in the history of the league.
Yeah.
He's legitimately like a top 25 player all time.
Yeah, definitely top 5 cornerback easily.
Oh yeah.
Of all time. So some would argue the best, but I don't know if I would.
Craziness.
So yeah, my money is on. To be honest, I have like a hater take because of Georgia beating Mizzou, so I just want someone to beat Georgia. That's who I'm rooting for.
Georgia's probably going to win, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking good, dude.
Their quarterback is the same age as Lamar Jackson. He's 26 years old, and he's
fuck?
playing college championship football.
Damn.
Yeah.
He just didn't use his eligibility until later.
It is what
it
do
is.
you, boo-boo.
But you
fucking kill it, dude.
Like it is what it's crazy. Like Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson are the same age as that man, and both of them have like an MVP or a Super Bowl appearance, and this guy's still in college.
That's pretty crazy. In other news, you guys remember the chick that flashed her titty at the BKFC?
Yeah.
During the fight, you remember that? She said she's going to do it again, dude. Or she wants to do it again, despite the huge fine that she got the first time.
My inert response to that was about to be tits.
Yeah, it's a
But
good response.
It's just an awesome and
So shout out to Ty Emery, huh?
get it, girl.
I mean,
You got hands.
we
and
already kind of
heavies.
talks about it, but did y'all see Neymar crying real hard?
No.
Oh yeah.
Dude was crying.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is
He's passionate.
He's
passionate.
He says he doesn't know if he'll play for Brazil again.
Damn.
Like this was like his. This is
That's
like
the last. That was his last.
Ronaldo got benched. Messi, this is his pretty much last run. Neymar,
They ain't gonna do it for another 4 years.
Sounds like this is his last run. This is like an
poor
end of an
Neymar.
era. This
That's
is an end of
fucking
an era
sad.
for soccer player or football
It
players.
This would be like-
an era dies.
Damn. That'd be like if Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and Magic retired the same year, basically.
Facts.
Yeah.
Good players. Did you guys see the ODB stuff? I don't know why I said ODB. I repeat ODB. But
ODJ.
Odell Beckham Jr.
ODJ.
I should have OBJ. Yeah, I fucked that up. Big Wu-Tang fan here. But yeah, Odell passing out on plane and shit. That's kind of old news, but he's actually like snapping back at him now finally. He's still
Yeah.
baffled over it and shit.
Yeah, I heard it was whack. Like he didn't deserve to get kicked off.
Really? Oh, it was more on that? Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, allegedly he was like taking a nap, and then they were like trying to wake him up, and he was just like asleep. And then they were like, "You're kicked off the flight," and he's like, "Why?" And he's like, "We've been sitting in the, you know how you have like a delay?
Tarmac.
Yeah, sitting on the tarmac for like 45 minutes." He's like, "Bro, I just fell asleep, dude. Like, sorry." Like he had an eye mask on and everything.
So it got like
allegedly.
he had an eye mask too.
Yeah.
Damn. So this shit got completely blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
I feel bad for bringing it up.
Yeah, and that's just what I heard.
Fuck.
You know, that's just what I've heard.
Damn. Well, who cares, huh? Shit.
I know. I hope he gets to a
I thought it
team.
was worse. I didn't know it was like that. What?
So he's been in like rumors to be linked to a bunch of team or a couple of teams that he wants to play for if he doesn't come back this year. It's seeming like he said a statement recently that he doesn't see any point in playing regular season football this year. Not like there's no point to play regular season football outright, but with respect to his recovery, he's thinking his eligibility to come back for health reasons won't be until the postseason. But I did see a report that said that he's not having setbacks, but he's not recovering at the rate that they anticipated.
That sucks.
So that would be why he's like pushing his eligibility to be back in the postseason. So does any team take him? I'm sure a team that wants him will get all over that, but it's just like you're going to give him a 1-year deal and you're going to get maybe 3 games out of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's tough luck. I mean, he was linked to the Cowboys, but apparently they didn't want to offer him a multi-year deal yet because they don't know of his health status.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if I'm a team, I'm waiting until next year.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
waiting.
offseason.
I'd wait too.
Yeah.
Because just like you said, you don't want to pay. I think the minimum for him is probably like
waste of money.
$2 million,
It's a waste
$1
of
million
money.
for like 2 or 3 games. Yeah, they're playoff games, but like unless you have a major injury, like if the Bills, you know, if Stephon Diggs goes down,
Then you gotta.
then it's like, okay, you know,
Yeah.
we got to get a replacement. He's the best replacement. Let's do it. But
get him, yeah.
I think that's only like an emergency situation.
Craziness.
Are if we're gonna stay on the topic of football,
Yeah, let's stay on football. I wanted to talk fantasy first, though.
all I was gonna say
What's
is
up?
Baker Mayfield is a Ram, and 2 days later gets a dub. Good for you, dog.
Yeah, and
we'll get
talk-
into that.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's get into that more when we talk actual games. But I mean, you made the playoffs, right?
Oh, I got
fantasy
the
league
I got the bye week.
bye week. What about you, Winston?
So
He didn't make the playoffs.
It's
no,
still a
hold
chance. It's crazy.
It's
You know,
mathematically
really?
still
It's
possible.
It's gonna take a while to explain. So
Okay.
bear with us.
Oh yeah.
So
We got multiple teams involved.
okay, so I needed to win, and I needed a bunch of teams, or like 2 or 3 teams, to lose to help me. I lost by 0.5 points. Okay, Dave lost to someone I needed I needed Dave to win. Dave lost by like 0.3 points. I needed another guy to lose. He won by 0.4 points.
Wow.
Yes, dude. Yes. And
I lost
all
What
happened.
close games,
Dude, it was 150, like 1.6 to like 150.3 is what I lost.
But I mean, it doesn't really matter for Dave because
Oh, yeah.
he won.
I clinched my like number 1
clinched it.
seed in the conference, so I
Exactly.
can't miss my bye week.
Exactly, but it was so intense. Let me pull up the scores. Okay, I lost 131.28 to 130.76.
Yeah.
Close game.
Josh lost to another guy I needed to lose 30.54 to 130.3.
Bruh.
And,
What the fuck?
And
Point
then
two?
Dave lost 151.2 to 150.94.
See what I'm saying, bro?
Damn.
And I needed those guys to fucking lose, dude. Okay, so in order for me to make the playoffs, okay, I need to win. I need
Next week,
Dave,
last week too.
I need Dave to beat who he's going against. I need Zach to beat Rubio, and then I will be in the playoffs.
Oh my god.
Yes, but it's crazy. There's literally a 3-way tiebreaker. All right, so what's happening is I have the tiebreaker over Rubio. Devin has the tiebreaker over me. So if I get in, I can't get in because Devin has the tiebreaker over me. If Devin gets in, he can't be in because Rubio has the tiebreaker over him.
Oh, Jesus.
It's rock, paper, scissors.
If Rubio gets in, he can't have the tiebreaker because I have the tiebreaker over him.
What the fuck? So how's this
Exactly.
even gonna fucking...
So we go to another tiebreaker. So the tiebreaker is...
Jeez,
Yes,
dude.
the tiebreaker
Oh my
is
God.
head-to-head, so we have to go to a whole nother tiebreaker if this happens.
This is a mess.
No, I know, dude. I know. And so that tiebreaker is total points, which I'm the second highest points scorer in the league. And so then I would have the ultimate tiebreaker at that point.
I love being
Now-
stress-free at the top of the...
Dude,
you know?
I thought I was out of it, but apparently I'm not.
Wow,
That's
that's crazy. That's crazy
bro.
that you have a chance still.
So for stats' sake, he has, if I'm not mistaken, Winston has the second most points scored and the most points scored against him by like
Hardest
over
schedule.
100. Like no one's within 100 of the amount of points that he has.
Damn, you got your ass whooped.
I'm like fourth or third for most points scored, and I have the least points scored against me by I think it's within 100 of the person who has the least points scored against him next to me.
So
I had easiest schedule. So he
what's-
had the hardest schedule.
What's your record?
I'm 9-4.
9-4.
What's
La-
your record, Winston?
5-8.
5-8?
So I have 1,700 points scored against me.
Yeah.
Dave has 1,500.
Damn.
So teams have scored 200 more points against me over the course of the season. Like, that's bullshit. Yeah, and I've scored 1,735 points. 1,735.
How much have I scored?
out
I feel like I'm scraping 17.
1,683.
See, I was scraping 17.
In one of my leagues, right now I have the first spot. I clinched the first spot in the West for mine with an 8-5 record. Not the best record, but I still did it. Everybody in my division did worse than me. I got a 7-6, a 6-7, a 5-8, and a 4-9. But on the other east side of the standings, dude, we got a 10-3, a 9-4, 2 8-5s, and then worse than that, like 5-8, 4-9, whatever. But yeah, so we got 3 teams in my 12-man league at 8-5. I still clinched the first spot though, so I do get a bye week. Right now, I have to win next week though. I have to win this next week because the guy that I'm facing is in the second place spot for my division.
Nice.
Or conference, really. I should say conference. And that's in my cousin's league. In the family league, again, 8-5. 8-5 on my main team, the shittier team that we were talking about all those weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then my fucking other team, dude, the second team on the family league, sitting right now currently at 4-9. Yeah.
It'd be like
Did
that.
not make the playoffs. 0% chance to make it. Crazy because I have the most point, third most points scored in the league. Pretty crazy. Crazy. But yeah, I clinched 2 playoff spots
Nice.
for sure. Clinched 2
good.
playoff spots. I'm second place in this family league one in the standings. So I don't get a bye week. But whatever, dude. And you know who did though? You know who clinched the first spot in the other conference for the family league? My dad is tied with
said-
Holly.
What the fuck?
Yeah. They're both in the number 1 spot, both sitting at 8-5. Holly has 8 points away from having 200 more points scored on other teams than my
Damn.
dad.
She's going in.
She's going in, dude. She's going in. And she has a hard schedule, too. She has 1,400 points allowed. 1,472, which is the second highest in the whole league.
Oh, wow.
And my sister beat her out for that by 7 points.
Oh, wow.
Is that a PPR league?
PPR league.
Oh.
Yep.
Nice.
12-man PPR.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, it's fun doing it with my family. I love having like all the family in there because I'm beating y'all asses. Like, but I mean, I'm losing some crucial games. Like I lost last week in that family league. I won last week in my cousin's league. So I mean, we're doing at best records 8-5. I got 2 teams sitting at 8-5, one at 4-9. We did all right. One of them clinching a first place spot. But let's get into these normal games, some non-fantasy football games, huh?
Let's
So
get
last
it.
week we had week 13. We had already gone over that Bills-Patriots game, 24-10. Let's go over the rest of these, huh?
Yes, sir.
Spit what you want when you want it. When I hit these scores, I'm gonna just shoot through these scores real quick. We got Packers taking out the Bears, 28-19. Packers looking good in that game, huh?
Crazy game.
Crazy
Packers
game.
came back in the fourth quarter. They're
did.
down like
They
2
were-
touchdowns.
They
I
were,
think.
dude. Then they started fucking banging them out. Boom, boom, boom. That Bears defense got real tired at the end.
Yep.
Then the Steelers taking out the Falcons 19-16. I actually didn't expect the Steelers to win that one out. Falcons had kind of looked pretty good as of late, but not no more.
Mariota got benched.
Benched out Mariota. Yep, bye-bye.
Moving forward.
Moving forward, we got the Vikings taking out the Jets 27-22.
That's a big game.
27-22.
It's a big defense. It's a big game.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people thought the Jets were going to win. I think Winston said last week he thought the Jets were going to win.
I thought they had a decent chance. I was going to put money on them.
They were looking good.
Yeah, I mean, they almost won, dude. Mike White is killing it.
He is.
I don't think he had a passing touchdown, but that defense is legit, bro, for the Jets.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And so, like...
Vikings showing out, though, man.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson does it again.
He's the best wide receiver in the league, man.
What can't that guy do? God, he's
and the
catching
crazy
everything.
thing is they got rid of Stephon Diggs to get him, and like Stephon Diggs is the most valuable. He's the most valuable fantasy wide receiver in the league right now.
So crazy.
And I still think Justin Jefferson's the best.
Justin, I mean, the catches Justin is making is insane.
They did pretty good against him though. He only had 7 receptions for 45 yards.
The Jets' defense is real deal.
It is. Kirk Cousins only
Real
had
fucking
173 yards.
Now the Jets sitting at 7-5.
Mike White had 369 yards. Yeah, he threw the ball 57 fucking times.
Oh my god!
The record is
one interception though, right?
He had 2 interceptions.
2 interceptions.
One was at the very end of the game. Where it was like 4th and goal.
It was like do or die. Yeah. Did you hit your parlay?
No,
you had a parlay.
No,
okay. I didn't hit none of mine last week either.
Yeah,
but we had the Lions destroying the destroying the Jaguars.
Shit on them.
I'm on St. Brown, dude. St. Brown is a freaking what's
Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra. I say Amon. But yeah, Eagles taking out the Titans 35-10.
That was a big game because it was AJ Brown's return against
sitting
his
at
old team.
11-1.
I knew the Eagles were going to shit on the Titans.
11-1. Wow, Eagles just shit, dude.
That's
no one expected the Eagles to sit at 11-1 right now. I'm just saying. No one expected.
They've definitely, since I've commented on their lack of competition on their resume this year, they've definitely wrote that wrong in my mind.
The Titans are one-dimensional, bro. The Titans aren't that good. Like they have
a run game. That's it.
Derrick Henry and the decent defense.
Tannehill was doing good for a little bit, but
well-coached team though. Mike Vrabel, I would say, is like a top 5 AFC coach.
I would love to have Mike Vrabel as our coach.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Come to the fucking Broncos, dude.
Better than what we have.
Yeah, our team. Dookie.
The Browns beating out the Texans 27-14.
The return of Deshaun rub-me-down Watson.
He didn't do that great though. Like
he shit the
rusty.
bed.
Yeah,
rusty.
I had the Browns defense give me like 31 points.
The defense made all the points.
It was great.
They literally made every fucking touchdown, right?
Yeah,
they didn't have.
They had a special
one
teams
offensive
touchdown. They didn't have a single offensive touchdown.
They did not have one offensive touchdown.
No.
That's what
that's crazy to see for a 27-14. Texans. Yeah. What is that to say about the Texans?
Yeah, I mean Texans.
You lost without an offensive touchdown scored on you. Wow.
Yeah, Texans the worst team in the league right now.
Terrible.
For sure.
1-10.
Yeah.
The Commanders and the Giants tying 2020.
Yeah.
A draw.
Hilarious. It always happens to the Giants. I feel like.
Yeah, hell of a game. I think this is the first time it's happened to 2 NFC East teams since like 1990 or something like that. So it's been like 30 years since it's happened for the NFC East.
Crazy. I thought the Commanders were going to win it.
Yeah.
I thought they were.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Giants are now 7-4-1. The Giants started off like 6-2, and they're not that great anymore.
Not that great from what they were.
Washington's 7-5-1. I mean, they're right with them, and
they had a way worse record.
No one really thought Washington was that good, and now they're in that shit.
Yeah, they're in it. Now we got to the game. Ravens-Broncos 10-9.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The Broncos just find ways to lose, dog. Like
we were winning the whole time.
Good teams find ways to win. Bad teams find ways to lose, and that's what the Broncos did, bro. Lamar goes out in the first quarter. You can't ask for anything better to increase your chances of winning, and we still fucking lost.
You lost to a team that put up 10 points.
Yeah. We did terrible.
Yeah.
No team that can only put up 10 points in a professional football game in my mind.
I don't get what's happening.
Not that's not the case. Like the Super Bowl happened with Tom Brady and the Rams, but regardless, like 10 points.
I feel like Russell should have worse stats than this. Like 17 for 22. It's pretty good. 189 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. What happened?
You want to hear a stat that blew my
What
mind?
the fuck happened?
Peyton Manning in that season debut with the Broncos threw an NFL record 7 touchdowns in 1 week. Russ, through like 11 or 12 weeks, has thrown 8.
Yeah. It's just we can't
Crazy.
score touchdowns.
We can't.
I mean,
Our
There's
run game isn't working
But
either.
like, at the end of-
Latavius Murray's sitting at 47 fucking yards.
at the end of the day, between your like injuries is the only excuse that no one can like dispute whatsoever with the Broncos. It's like the most injured team like in cap history.
Yeah, we have a lot
But
of injuries.
that being said, like,
players right now.
You can always blame shitty play calling, and then you could always try to be like, yeah, Russ didn't do this or whatever. But at some point, like synergy should, you know what I'm saying? Like after this many weeks, you should have some formula of what you're capable of, and the Broncos don't have that yet. And it's just really hard to watch.
yeah.
We also did put a lot of eggs in the basket on Jerry Jeudy, and dude's hurt as fucking fuck.
Well,
and
Cortland Sutton just got hurt. And,
yeah.
Hamler put on IR.
Hurt. Yeah, like what is
So
happening?
our wide receivers are not good.
None of them are starting.
Gone.
Greg Dulcich is our best.
A rookie tight end.
Yeah.
A
best option
rookie
right
tight
now.
end, and he hit 85 yards.
Yeah, he played
6
well.
receptions, and some points right there.
Yeah.
for
So-
fantasy value.
I mean, Russ didn't play terrible, but he didn't, win us the game.
Your tackles are hurt.
That's my thing. It's like, yo, you're at 0-0 and 189 yards, 17 for 22. What is going wrong?
Ding
What
and
is
dong.
happening?
Throwing it underneath a lot.
God, man.
Our defense, allowed a touchdown in the
Yep.
last minute of the game. I mean, our defense held them to 3 points, and then the last drive of the game, we lost. So, it's not on our defense completely, but defense let them score that final drive.
Crazy.
And we had a field goal to win it. You know what I mean?
did.
But McAnus
Misses. He always misses important ones.
Well, so he had a leg strain, so that's why it was short.
okay, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
know that.
it was short by a lot, and that was why.
Strained leg.
Because 62 yards he can hit.
He can hit that when he's healthy. Yeah, he always does. But let's fucking move on, huh? Seahawks taking out the Rams, 27-23. Seahawks still looking great. Geno still doing the goddamn thing. Fucking
Cherry on top to the
3
insult of the Russ
touchdowns.
trade.
3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 367 yards. Who really got the better of that trade, huh?
As it sits now, Geno was in Seattle's winning that trade, but it's,
for sure.
Like, who's to say next year Russ isn't back to true form
Yeah,
and the
you
Broncos
never
are
know.
healthy? Geno is playing like the best he's ever played in his whole career.
Yeah.
He's got a long tooth career, so
Facts. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
he's
How about
playing-
the Raiders taking... Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
How about the Raiders taking out the Chargers 27-20?
I like it.
No.
I mean, they needed that win.
I
The
needed-
Raiders needed that win, and so did the Chargers.
If the Chargers, the reason I was happy about that, other than Devontae going like the fuck off on my fantasy team, if the Chargers lose this week, thanks to that week as well, if they lose this week and the Chiefs win this week, we clinch the AFC West for a 7th year in a row. So
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. How about them Cowboys?
oh
54
Bro.
to 19.
okay, so first of all, this is something you need to know.
I had their defense.
when
What's up?
so if he would have won last week, like he was playing against Steve.
Me.
Yeah.
He's talking about me.
Winston. So if Winston would have won last week, he was up an amount that he should have won, but all Steve had left was the Cowboys defense.
Oh!
And he had
fucked.
I want to say he had a running back as well or something like that.
Yeah,
or like
he
a
had Jonathan Taylor.
Okay, so so the whole time this game is playing out, he's like, I need Jonathan Taylor to go off but not get touchdowns. And then his defense,
And he did.
And his
And he did.
he needed like 19 from his defense. He ended with like 33 or some shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then the rest, Jonathan Taylor was just like excess that he didn't even need. So, or he
I
did
didn't
need
even
it. He
get that
did
many
need it
points.
actually in totality.
How did
because
you
he
guys
won some-
get 33 points?
It wasn't 33. It was
I'm embellishing.
I
was
got like
20 or
19.
something.
Yeah, I was
just
going to say.
I'm just embellishing.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
19.
But regardless,
from
he
last week.
like
Yeah,
so
19.
a member of our league named Zach was like needed Winston to lose, and so he was monitoring his game versus Steve the entire time. And as it was playing out, and every time like a pick happened, he was just like gaining points. Or against Wentz, not he being Zach, but Steve. So it was kind of hilarious from a third-person perspective hearing someone cheer so vicariously for a game that they're not in.
I was so pissed. I was just updating the fantasy app like the whole time. I'm like, dude, how many turnovers can we have?
They had 5, 6 turnovers.
Dude, what the fuck? Hold on to the ball. You lost.
6
Garbage time, like picks, like
Dude,
why?
6 turnovers.
Cowboys defense, why are you trying so hard, bro? Like,
Dog.
chill.
Y'all, Cowboys defense are like everybody's
That's
uncle at the Thanksgiving
crazy.
football game.
For real, dude.
Or
like,
Travis Kelce at the Pro Bowl.
Fuck, dude.
I'm pretty sure
And
they
then
had 6,
why
right?
was that the primetime game, dude? Like, why wasn't this upcoming game we're getting ready to talk to, fucking Chiefs versus Bengals? Why wasn't that the primetime game, dude?
5 turnovers, excuse me.
That's still a fuck ton. Too many.
Still so
one
many.
too many, would have won my game.
2 fumbles, 3 interceptions. Oh my god.
If we watch, like, we could either have primetime watch someone get their ass beat to where I tuned out long ago. Like, it was once it was like.
I was hyped because I had Cowboys defense, and I was kind of in the same road. Like I needed
it?
I needed one running back to do good, and I needed the Cowboys to do good. And Cowboys were like, "Bitch!"
Yeah.
And I was
for
like,
real,
"Yeah."
America deserved to not have to sit through that ass whooping in
Yeah.
its entirety.
I didn't even turn it on because I knew it was gonna be an ass whooping. I was like, dude, like why? Like, it's so
They
stupid.
beat their ass.
Yeah.
Jeff Saturday looked confused. How about the Buccaneers taking out the Saints 17-16?
I didn't even watch that because those are two, like, no disrespect, but those are two, like, really shitty teams in their current state. So it was, like, hard to watch their games.
I mean,
I had Ryan
Tom,
Suckup.
dude. All I'm gonna say is Tom did it again.
He did.
that ending sequence, bro.
He had, like,
him
13,
coming back.
like 13 points
that
in, like,
comeback was
couple
fucking.
minutes.
That comeback was fucking.
Yeah.
That was some fucking shit, dude. I was watching it and I was hype, and I was doing stuff while I was watching the game.
Okay.
And then I caught the end of the game. I was like, all right, let's see if Tom can fucking do it.
Show enough.
He did.
Is he still
What the
undefeated?
fuck?
Is he still undefeated since being divorced or
I
no?
think so. I don't really know.
I don't know.
They're 6-6, so probably not.
No, they lost to the Browns on the 27th.
Okay.
There you go.
They lost 23.
Even when you're divorced, you catch L's.
Yeah.
catch L's sometimes, but man, that fucking drive, dude,
Good
that ending drive, I
Good
was
for
like,
him.
this man still has it. That's the reason why he had a divorce and and had all that. It's why he's in football. That drive right there, because he did great, dude. He has it still. That's why he's still doing it.
You know, in the movie Waterboy,
That right there, man.
how he would like visualize all the people that talk shit to him to make him play harder.
Yeah,
Tom
he
is
just-
just seeing his lady on the field as the dude's running. It's like, get away!
He's
Like,
like, fucking whore.
you got money, like.
All right, let's get to the piece de resistance. Chiefs Bengals.
All right, so
Hit it out. What'd you think? I always save the Chiefs games for last for Dave.
so one thing I want to start out by saying about that is,
What a game.
oh yeah, it was expected to be a game, and it was. We as fans got a great game from
What a
those
game.
two, and like for anyone in the media who's saying that there's now a rivalry between the Bengals and Chiefs or a rivalry between Mahomes and Joe Burrow, pump the brakes, because quoting Mahomes himself, I didn't need him to confer this information, but we haven't beat them yet with
Yeah,
Joe Burrow.
you haven't, bro. You
That you're-
0-3.
They might be our rival. We're not theirs. They look forward to playing us.
yeah, dog.
That-
They beat you.
Now, we missed a 55-yard field goal, which that
hurts.
That's tough. That's like you can't
Don't be that
really
big.
you can't be that sad at your kicker when it's 55 yards. Like game on line, that's huge. But like 55 yards is not your average kick. You know
If
what
it was
I'm saying?
McManus, me and him pissed.
Damn.
just saying,
We're
bro.
calling him McAnus the next day.
But
continue.
but that being said, like that was pretty much the game sealer. That was tough. Like we got beat by a better team on like that day. Like we've lost to them by a combined 9 points in the 3 times we've lost to Joe Burrow. So like we're not getting outclassed.
Joe
Yeah.
Burrow is just that
Composed.
kryptonite.
He's composed. He's like, and I'm a fan of Joe Burrow because I was a fan of him at LSU when he came into the league. Like I saw so many traits in the Cincinnati Bengals fanship and football franchise because before Joe Burrow, they hadn't won a playoff game since like I think 1990 or 91.
It was bad.
They had not won
was
at
bad.
all. And the Chiefs went from 1994 till they took them. I was 21 years old with Alex Smith when they beat the Texans in the wild card. So that's how long of a drought I went. So being the fanship of a team that had that long of a drought, I can look at a different fanship with that long of a drought and be like, I've been there, and you guys have it now. You have your guy. Like, you have so much potential. So I'm a fan of them. I can't hate the Bengals because they just keep whooping our ass. So I'm super confident that is going to be a matchup in the postseason, unless like the Bills have anything to say about it. But
It's crazy.
It's tough, but like my hat's off to you, bro. Like, cool, Joe Burrow. He's also my fantasy league quarterback. Like, no coincidence that like I'm a fan of his as well.
Dave was looking at the 22 points that he scored, and he was like, well.
I mean, it's just a good team. So
it's a good team.
Can't be mad at them now.
Good. They had Chase back.
They got threatened. This is one thing I do want to mention that I think this is fucking huge. We were at the goal line, and we were about to do a hurry-up huddle play, and they needed to switch out a player. And they had a player who faked an injury.
I seen that.
Just laid down on the field.
Because even
if
the commentator said something.
If they don't fake that injury and that guy doesn't go down and give them the like quote-unquote injury timeout, we snap the ball. That's a new set, like the downs reset. It's first down. It's first and goal.
That was a big
clutch.
thing. Even the commentator was like, "Oh, how convenient."
The NFL straight up said to the Bengals and every NFL team, if we catch y'all doing this shit moving forward, minimum of a $350,000 fine, and you can lose draft picks.
Whoa.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
They're fucking cracking down
That's
on that.
huge, especially because that.
I mean,
game,
it is bullshit.
This is AFC number
the
one
dude-
seed like contention right there.
The
Both
dude could
between-
have he could have did a better job of going down.
Well, the dude,
This man was
see
like,
him running on the field, and he just kind of like then lay down.
he's
Like,
just- yeah,
so
what the fuck?
I don't think we lost solely because of that moment, but it is worth noting that was some like
That's some bullshit.
sus
Yeah.
shit.
That's some high IQ by the player.
That
you know
is
what I mean? Like,
some-
that's smart.
That's
like,
smart, man.
Like, it's not in the final minutes of the game because that's when they do the 10-second runoff.
Yep.
And so they penalize you for that because that's when it's really crucial. But if you do it in a normal game, you know what I mean? I think kudos to that player. He's getting
smart.
the bonus.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
getting the bonus, dude.
I guarantee they went up to him and was like, "Yo, thanks, dude."
yeah,
Fuck.
like, I'm going to give you like $300,000 for the fine.
Crazy. But yeah, crazy game. 27-24. If you guys missed that game, feel bad for you. Good game.
I think best game of the year, in my opinion.
I would agree.
Because of the stature. Yeah, Vikings, Bills, but that's NFC, AFC. Like, they probably didn't go into that game. Like, they obviously tried to win.
Yeah.
But Bengals, Chiefs, you're
Yep.
probably going to see them in the playoffs.
Yep.
You're like, we need to win this game so we can get a head-to-head victory over them for the tiebreaker.
we had a
0-3.
chip on our shoulder.
0-3.
They whooped us twice.
Exactly.
Hey, we
3
didn't
times.
lose by 18, or we didn't lose an 18-point lead again. So that's something that I'm enthusiastic about.
Yeah. that's good.
I mean, it was a great game. They held Kelsey to like 0 receptions
gonna
in the
say,
first
bro.
half.
That fumble is.
That made me
I'm
so
not.
sad.
Now that you bring
That
it
made
up,
me so sad.
when Kelsey fumbled the ball, like I was not upset with him whatsoever because 11 out of 10 times I want Kelsey to fucking keep his legs moving and go for extra fucking yards. So like
Yeah.
that defender did a stand-up job in ripping that ball out. There's not much, like 6'4", like 240-pound Kelsey's a grown, strong man, and he bopped that ball right out of his grip. There's not much he could have done. That's not anyone's fault. The defender made a play.
Yeah.
So that being said, I don't hold Kelsey responsible. I'm not like, oh, Kelsey shit the bed or whatever. Like I don't hold anyone responsible. We lost to a good team, and I can think about it. We've lost this year, the Chiefs to the Bengals, the AFC Championship team, the Bills, the NFL's favorite team in the league, assumed to be best team in the league for many weeks. And then we lost the Colts. Let's not talk about that. But
We lost to him too. It's okay.
Yeah.
but so we're not.
We lose too, but
by those are games that when the calendar came out, I circled those as the potential L's to begin with. Like I said, the Chiefs' ceiling this year was 12 wins, and we're right on pace for that. So I'm not upset whatsoever. I'm glad we're losing now and not in fucking February.
bunch of good games. Great week 13 of games.
Yo.
The NFL has been crazy. One thing I did want to state is it's really crazy that how the tides have turned. You know, I mean, we used to be at Broncos are at the top, Patriots are at the top. Like now those two teams are at the bottom.
Well,
I mean, Patriots are doing
Bengals and
the Bengals, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the Patriots, they're at the bottom. Now we had the Bengals at the bottom. We had the Bills at the bottom. We had the Chiefs at the bottom, like you were saying. We had the Lions at the bottom. The Vikings at the bottom. Everything is switched now.
Yeah.
Now we have the Vikings on top. The Lions doing great. The fucking Jets doing great. Fucking the Jets are taking on the Bills this week, and I'm kind of scared for the Bills.
Yeah.
You know,
Divisional
it's just
matchup, that game's
crazy.
huge.
There's a big shift in the NFL, big change.
The change is that the NFL got younger.
Yeah,
If you think about the average quarterback 5 years ago, you were thinking about like the Aaron Rodgers, the Ben Roethlisbergers, the Tom Brady's.
Old dudes.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the time, like the Alex Smiths, like all these.
That's another one. Green Bay was at the top of the top.
Yeah.
the top
well, they
of the top.
gutted. They had shitty
then
coaching and they gutted.
Yeah,
But, like,
they gutted.
Point
but
being,
still.
all these generational quarterbacks retired or jumped ship and went elsewhere, and then those teams like they weren't prepared on a franchise level to replace those quarterbacks. And now the best, like if you look at the MVP race, the top 5 MVP candidates are like an average of like 24 and a half years old.
That's
Crazy.
wild.
Crazy. All right, let's go over this week 14 real fast.
Yep.
Real fast.
Rams played last night.
The Rams played the Raiders, yeah.
Yeah. Homie did kind of what Tom Brady did, and he had to like bring his team up
Baker,
last
man.
minute.
Baker.
I didn't even get a notification that happened. I legit
That Baker was on their team?
I turned
Really?
like I had saw people like tweeting before it happened, like hinting that like when he was getting released that they suspected that he was going to go there or he was going to get picked up by the Niners.
Yeah, I seen as soon as he got picked up.
I figured that like, oh, he's going to go somewhere. Didn't get my atypical like notification from Bleacher Report or ESPN, or if I did, I just completely
Forgot
ghosted
about
it.
it, yeah.
So regardless, I turned the game on and I see like the quarterback make a play. It was a random little toss, like a slant route, nothing special, but I didn't know who the quarterback was. So I was like, oh, who's that? Hopefully he goes off, because they were using that one like third stringer against the Chiefs. Like he was completely shitting the bed.
Yeah.
Hopefully this dude's competent. And then I get a glimpse and it says Mayfield. I was just like, no shit. Like,
Yeah.
good for you, dog.
Yeah.
Why
Get it.
didn't the 49ers get him, dude? Like, you're
What are you guys doing?
49ers, you're a
playoff
playoff
team.
team. Like, what the fuck?
The Rams are not.
You're gonna,
no.
They're not. They're not making the
they're
playoffs.
not gonna, no.
The
not at all.
49ers are not a playoff
They're
team
not even in the hunt.
now. They're going to make it, but if that backup quarterback can somehow step up and pull a minimum of a Jimmy Garoppolo like level quarterback like experience, then
Yeah,
they're going to win games.
49ers team fumbled the bag on that
He's
one.
third string quarterback. His name's Brock Purdy, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he did okay last game.
He did decent,
okay
but-
last
but
game. Did they win? I think they won.
They won.
They won
but-
against Miami.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but the defense.
33-17. You know.
But the defense didn't have any like. They weren't expecting him to play, so they didn't plan against him. They planned against Jimmy G.
Yeah,
We-
210 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
But a step in
25 for
qu-
37.
We'll
A step in quarterback's like a step in fighter. Your
okay.
your whole formula just flipped.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts,
this
facts.
week we're gonna see what he's really about, because defense will plan.
Now
against
it's
him.
everything. Yeah, he
So,
might get destroyed.
I think
this
he's gonna
week.
struggle this upcoming week.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense. It makes
they
sense.
should have got Baker Mayfield, but I'm glad. I like Baker.
He did good.
I'm rooting for him.
Same. I don't like watching guys wash out of the league.
Exactly.
Me either.
Like
Who
when
does?
Cam Newton was bouncing around on other teams and getting playing time, I was a fan of every minute of it.
Yo, and he was the number 1 pick, dude. Like,
And an MVP.
well, yeah.
Oh no, both of them were.
Yeah, I'm talking
Not
about
MVPs,
Baker,
but number 1 picks.
But you're right about Cam Newton.
Facts.
But yeah, I'm rooting for Baker, because you could argue he's a bust. I mean, at this point,
At this point, you can.
like you could argue that, because he didn't. I don't think they
So,
won a playoff game.
He did. He did.
They won a playoff game.
He brought the Browns a playoff win.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like, I will.
Yeah, remember when
I'll
the
give
Browns
him
were
credit.
super high on Baker? They loved Baker Mayfield for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean they were good. The Browns were good for a while. They were
really were.
competing with the Chiefs.
I think they're going to be good next year too. Now that they have the actual Deshaun to actually
We'll see.
play.
I mean-
we'll just see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, last week he shit the bed against his former
Oh, he
team.
shit the bed.
And so we'll see this
He was
week.
doing terrible.
They're going against the Bengals, so
Doubt it.
yeah.
Yeah, doubt it. All right, let's go through these games. What I'm going to do, we did it last week. We're doing it again this week.
Just
I'm just
who
going to
wins.
run through it. You just say who wins. Don't tell me why. Just say who you think's going to
And
win.
I'll tell you all the odds after that.
Yeah, you actually say the odds first.
Okay.
And then we'll pick one. All right, Vikings Lions.
So Vikings plus 108, Lions minus 126. Lions are the favorites.
I'm going with them.
I got the Lions.
I
too,
kind of
dude.
have the Lions.
I
as
got
well.
the Lions.
They're,
bro.
they're,
Amon-Ra
they're-
St. Brown was the number 2 receiver in the league last week, fantasy wise.
they have momentum. They have
and
momentum.
Vikings. I think all of their games they've won by less than 8 points. Yeah.
And the Lions are kind of blowing out their wins.
Dare I say, Jared Goff looks fucking competent.
Yeah, he's good.
Jared Goff
He's
to
good,
St.
dude.
Brown, dude.
Yeah, no, they're good.
How about Ravens Steelers?
Oh, it's the I would say Steelers because Huntley's in, Lamar's hurt.
True.
But that's like
What are them odds?
Najee Harris could get that.
Steelers minus 134, Ravens plus 114.
Yeah.
I got the Ravens.
I got the Ravens too.
Yeah, I just got, yeah.
How about Browns Bengals?
Bagels.
I got Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals minus 225. Browns plus 188.
Nice.
Bengals for sure.
Jets, Bills.
I'm gonna go. Wait, what's the odds?
Bills minus 480. Jets plus 370.
Yo, I
Dude.
mean, that's an underdog pick to pick one if I ain't ever
yo,
seen one.
Throw some money on the
Throw
Jets.
some
dude.
money on the Jets.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this is, since it's a divisional game, it's not a trap game for the sake of going against a losing team. But you're going. The Bills have the AFC to lose right now. The Jets could mathematically win the AFC, but no one assumes them to do so because of their quarterback woes. So I don't know where they're playing. Are they at MetLife?
It's at Bills.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, I think this is a Jets.
It's gonna be a cold game.
I think this is the Jets game. Like, they're just gonna play determined because it's gonna be underdog vibes, count me out vibes. I think they're gonna be underestimated on offense. I don't think their defense is underestimated.
Can Mike White handle Bills defense?
And
That's a good question.
has Josh Allen fully recovered from his medical woes to where he's gonna be able to deal with that
Yeah,
defense
true.
now? Because I don't
I
think
forgot
he was
about Josh
hurt.
Allen hurt,
Didn't
yeah.
they already lose to the Jets?
I think they did.
And he
did.
was healthy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
Yeesh.
who knows?
Wow, I'm surprised the odds are like that then.
Yeah. I
Wow.
mean,
Home field advantage.
so
Yeah.
for me, I'm looking at the Jets plus 10 points. I'm taking the points, dude.
Yeah.
I'm taking the spread on that because, I mean, I don't think they're going to lose by 10 points.
Me neither.
Maybe not money line. I mean, money line's plus 370, but I think plus 10 points, I think that's an easy win, personally. That's just me.
like
That
that.
is not as risky of a bet as the odds put it out to be.
Maybe
Yeah.
throw that as a parlay piece, yeah.
Yeah.
For our parlay,
I'm not sad at
we
that.
actually get to do our parlay this week.
Yep.
Texans, Cowboys.
Oh, after that defensive ass whooping against the worst
we
team in
know
the
what's
league.
gonna happen.
Wait, what do you guys think the odds are for this game? What do you guys
Hold
think?
on, I'm gonna say
Minus 650 for
No,
the Cowboys.
it's like probably like minus like 8-10.
Oh my God.
Minus 2,000, dude. Yes.
Don't bet,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen. Don't bet on that.
No.
2,000?
Yeah.
What's their underdog? number?
Texans are plus 1,000, dude. But I'm gonna put money on the Texans, dog.
Throw $1 on them.
Exactly.
hoes.
I would get $10, dude. What the fuck?
Oh my God. Plus
Dude.
1,000. You know they ain't gonna win though.
I mean, no, but like, bro, it's a Texas rivalry. You know what I mean? Like,
Jared.
We know who's the better team.
dude, minus 2,000. I don't
That's
think I've
crazy.
ever.
I've never seen a
that
football game
for
at
a
that.
football game.
Yeah, I've never
bro.
seen a football game
like,
at that.
Any given Sunday, dog. Like,
Never.
dude. Oh my god.
Jeez, dude.
Tune in
That's
next week.
disrespectful, kind of.
It is disrespectful. If I'm the Texans, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I'm pissed. How about Eagles, Giants?
Ooh, should be a good game.
Good game.
Let me find. Okay, Giants plus 260. Eagles minus 320.
Where are they playing?
I got the Eagles for sure.
At Giants.
The Eagles ain't losing
so
this
they're
game.
at MetLife. Okay.
They ain't losing this game.
I'm gonna be the contrarian, and I think the Giants are gonna be the underdogs in this one too. They're gonna have that dog in them, and if Saquon does what he's capable of and has his like 100-yard plus from scrimmage games, it's hard to beat that team.
I think the Eagles' defense is too good for the Giants' offense.
The Eagles'
We've
offense.
seen that
is-
last week too, because the
just
Giants
who-
lost last week
who
against
can-
the Commanders, or tied against the Commanders, bro.
Who can keep up with Jalen Hurts when he's hitting? That's really what it boils down
that's-
to. I don't
that
think
is-
you can
I
stop
agree.
him this season, but I think if you can match the momentum.
I think I have the Eagles because the Giants are on a losing streak.
Fair.
And that's the only reason. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think
Yeah.
the spread is 7 points. I might take the spread on that.
High scoring game.
I'm thinking like
Mid.
20,
20
24, 21 is kind
I
of
could
what
see
I'm
that.
thinking.
I'm
Yeah, I
thinking.
could see
I was
that.
thinking like 21-17 type
Yeah.
vibes.
I think Eagles touch 30 points. Damn, it's going
Good
in out
for
there.
you.
Yo,
Yeah.
apparently they agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Eagles probably hit 30 points. I guess. I'm a guess they hit 30.
The over under is 44 and a half. So
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
That's believable.
That is believable.
yeah, I mean that's
pretty good.
24-20.
That's
24,
not bad.
21.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like
That's
that.
along lines of what I thought.
How about Jaguars Titans, excuse me.
I'm gonna go. Well, what's the odds first?
So Titans are minus 200 and Jags are plus 168.
And they're playing at.
Titans.
Jags might take this.
I'm going with the Jags too.
I got the Jags.
Doug
Yeah.
Marrone and Trevor Lawrence. I think that's a special duo.
Titans aren't looking good right
I
now.
genuinely think the Jags are maybe 1 or 2 draft picks away and a year away from being real AFC contenders.
My thing is the
Real AFC contenders.
We have a whole Jaguars team taking on Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Like that, like literally, like that is it for the Titans. Who else do they have? Like
Trey Burks was their replacement for AJ Brown, and he's hurt.
but
Yeah.
Been a little consistently.
I think he's
hurt.
back this week though.
He might be. He's on my bench. I just kept him just so no one else could take him because I knew he would get mad targets. But like that, Derrick Henry is only capable of having two types of games. He's only capable of having like
It's hit or miss.
like a 12 or 13 rushes for 77 yards, or he has like 11 rushes for like 116 and a tud. Like there's like no in between. Having him on fantasy, like the problem with them is they're reliant on him to gain yards, and they don't get him in goal line situations, which is what he's built for. So because they can't get in the goal line, they just feed him down the middle of the field, and if they just like keep the linebacker coverage like narrow, he's proven time and time again that run stopping defenses can get a hold of him, and he doesn't do shit.
Yeah.
What's tricky this time of the year for the NFL is what teams are tanking. Because if I'm the Jags, I have a young quarterback. I have a young outside.
Who arguably got kind of hurt last game.
Yeah, outside pass rusher. Like, I might tank and get a better draft pick so I can help my quarterback. You know what I mean? So it's like,
makes sense.
Do the Jags, I'm sure the players want to win, but does the front office want to win? And so it's like,
Shoot yourself in the foot.
Exactly. Titans are trying to make the playoffs. So obviously,
Jags aren't
they're
even
trying to
talking
win.
about getting there. So
Jags can't make the playoffs.
there's no way. 4-8 not happening.
That's where it's risky putting money on the picks. I think the Jags could definitely win this game, but since
they want to?
exactly since the Jags, it's kind of incentivized for them to lose. I'd say the Titans would probably win, but
That's
It's a
a good
little
point.
crazy how that's how it works.
it's fucked.
It's fucked.
It's fucked. Me, Dave, and Josh kind of talked about this last night. The MLB went to a lottery system for the draft.
I seen that.
And so I think
It's better, isn't it?
it's better.
Yeah.
Because it kind of prevents tanking. And so I think the NFL should do that.
I would like a lottery system. Do
Yeah.
it. Do
That
it.
way, like-
switch it up. Why not switch it up?
And
Fucking switch it up.
It's a TV event. You get I would
Make
watch
money
it.
off that
Yeah,
shit.
the
Yeah, I would
Broncos-
watch the fuck out of that shit.
the
Especially
Broncos
the
are in it.
first one.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. How about Chiefs Broncos?
So Chiefs minus.
You ain't gonna get as many points as you got against all these other teams. I'm gonna say that, but we're gonna hold up 3 points on your bitch ass. You gonna get 3 points scored on you.
Yeah.
You. God damn it.
Chiefs are minus 430. Broncos plus 350
Oh, yikes.
at Broncos. Over under 43.5 points.
Man.
I doubt that.
You think it's gonna be more than that?
No, I'm saying I feel like the final score of this game is going to be
gonna be
like
a low one.
It's going to be like
21.
Forgive me for my random numbers, but I'm calling it like 13 to like 28.
Yeah. I'm going 17-9.
I'm gonna say 21-6.
Yeah.
21-6.
McManus is gonna miss again. Or he's gonna make 2. Whatever happens first.
That's hilarious.
Okay, that's all we need to say.
Yeah.
Panthers, Seahawks.
So Seahawks minus 194. Panthers plus 162. I'm thinking the Seahawks.
I got
I'm taking
Seahawks.
Geno.
That's a good odd to pick him up
Yeah, I'm
at.
taking
That's a
the
good odd to
Seahawks,
pick
bro.
him up. I mean, that's a nice bet.
Yeah.
to
Money
place
line
right there.
Seahawks.
Buccaneers, 49ers.
49ers minus 184.
Wow.
Buccaneers
They're-
plus 154. 49ers have third
They have a
string
better
quarterback.
defense, and the Buccaneers are struggling for offense. I got the 49ers.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the third string quarterback.
I forgot.
Yeah, they don't have Jimmy G.
Yeah, they don't have Jimmy G. No, I got the Bucks.
Got the Bucks.
It's going to be another low-scoring game.
This one is a coin flip for me because I don't think Jimmy G's that good of a quarterback. So I honestly think that if this quarterback goes in with the mindset that I'm just going to sling it, he'll do better than Jimmy G numbers-wise.
Or he'll get 4 interceptions.
That's possible, but Jimmy G has Jimmy G has a winning record on not scoring touchdown games. That's how system built that offense can win games. So Jimmy G could literally just hand the ball off, never throw a touchdown. So to think that a third stringer can't come in who could probably throw farther than Jimmy G, that's very wishful thinking. There's a reason Jimmy G was playing over him, but I don't know. I feel like that it's potential that the 49ers got that.
49ers have the best defense in the league.
They do. Number one.
Yeah, they're really, really good. Over under is 37.5 points, which is extremely low.
Let's not forget who put 44 on them hoes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. How about Dolphins, Chargers? Oh, what were you going to say?
Tampa Bay or 49ers?
Who put money? We did both.
You put 44 on the 49ers? Mm-hmm. And the Buccaneers? Mm-hmm. Exactly 44
Fuck
points.
this guy, huh? This guy's a
Oh,
fucking
okay.
asshole.
This happens to be both of them.
How about the
Nice.
Dolphins Chargers?
I got the Dolphins, but
Should be good.
I think the Chargers, like I mentioned before,
Dolphins.
Chargers lose this game and Chiefs win, which I'm not going to call it a gimme because no football game in the professional league is a gimme. But for the sake of this hypothetical scenario, we're going to call it the Chiefs win. They are playing for their playoff hopes. The Chargers have to win out and pray that the Chiefs lose to the remainder of the season.
Facts.
That's the only way they make the playoffs.
What about Patriots Cardinals?
I heard Rondale Moore didn't practice and DeAndre didn't practice.
I'd have to check my fantasy
Because I have Rondale Moore.
I think DeAndre's fine.
Well, I think one of them was listed for was listed illness, but regardless, if they don't play, I think they lose.
Ah, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think DeAndre plays. Should be a good game. Patriots minus 130, Cardinals plus 110. So Vegas doesn't really know. I think I got Cardinals.
I got Cardinals too.
Yeah, I think I got Cardinals.
They have the better offense, and I think they can stand with the Patriots defense. I think Patriots have a little bit better of a defense, but
They got a better defense for sure.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said a little bit, but I do think that the Cardinals can kind of hold their own, especially with a kind of down bad offense of the Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots offense not very good.
They lost a lot of players.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is your week 14. Let's speed through the rest of this. We're already at a 5:40 p.m. here on our stuff, so let's
Go over
hop
the
into
main
the
card
MMA.
last week.
Yeah,
That soundbite.
Now it's time to talk MMA.
Oh yeah.
Let's fucking just get right into this. So I'm gonna type in UFC fighters. I'm just gonna run through them. We don't really have to talk about them. How all crazy. Great card though. Great UFC card. We had Thompson versus Holland for the UFC card. God, it feels like it's so far away now. But let's just run through these.
Yes, sir.
So we had Yasmin Jorgi knocking out Estela Nunes. KO TKO dropped her, man. Dropped that lady. Right on her back. The way she fell right on her back. Right after that, we had a featherweight bout. Francis Marshall, now 7-0 against Marcelo Rojo, knocking that dude out. You know, Marcelo Rojo looking good, but Francis Marshall, the fireman, knocked his ass out. Natan Levy beating a decision to Gennaro Valdez. What's up?
One of my new favorite fighters, Natan Levy, fights out of Israel. So shout out to the motherland, getting the dub. This man was throwing spinning fucking heel kicks straight from Jerusalem, bro.
It might have been a decision, but it was a good fucking fight, dude.
He looked sharp.
I actually had that fight to not go the distance. I actually had it under 2.5. Did not make that one, huh?
Shout out Natan Levy. It's a household name now.
Right after that, we had another featherweight, or no, not another one, a featherweight bout of Jonathan Pierce and Darren Elkins. I actually missed that one.
Danger.
Danger got pieced up, got real bloody right away. Super bloody fight.
Gross.
We actually had one Jonathan Pierce puking in between rounds because there was so much blood going in Jonathan Pierce's mouth that it made him puke.
He had a cut on the corner of his eyelid right here, and it was just like faucet, bro.
Faucet.
That's disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
It was funny when they brought the
Jonathan
doctor
was
in.
like, bro, like it was disgusting. Like he's like that was
They
the
should
grossest
have
shit ever.
stopped that. He ultimately lost anyway.
Yeah,
you're saving him from himself. We get it. You're a tough guy, but like this
He ain't
isn't
coming back.
This isn't like 70s boxing. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be bleeding all over the place in your eyeballs.
In your eyeballs, he says.
Facts, though. Facts. We had another decision, another lightweight bout. We had Michael Johnson winning against Mark DeCasey.
Sick fight.
Sick fight. Good fight. Michael reeling back the clock and looking great. He looked great.
He's one of my favorite fighters. Everyone
he has the toughest record though, bro. 22-18. That is.
But if you look, he's TKO'd Dustin Poirier. He damn near dropped Khabib. Like he's gotten huge.
He's had some fights.
Huge wins. He's been around the block. He's fought who's
and did it again. 22-18. Beat a one tough customer, Mark DeCasey.
You see that when they announced the decision, DeCasey firmly believed he
thought
won.
he won.
DeCasey jumped over the cage and was talking to the announcers because he thought he won.
He was like, "Yeah," and like while they were announcing it, he was like, "Let's go."
And then when they announced it, he just looks over like, "What?"
I had Michael winning it.
Same.
I had Michael winning it. So when I was seeing him do that, I was like, chill out, bro. Right after that, another decision, dude. I mean, we had a lot of decisions on these prelims, but they were good fights. Clay Guida taking out Scott Holtzman.
Nobody saw that
Everybody
coming.
said I said Scott Holtzman was going to win last week. I had him.
The Carpenter, bro.
The Carpenter reeled at the clock and actually made Scott Holtzman retire.
He did?
Scott Holtzman retired.
For real?
Not Clay. Yes.
Jesus.
He retired. Scott Holtzman retired. He put his gloves down, retired.
God damn.
Yeah, man. Who expected that? We all thought Clay was going to, No, Scott Holtzman, not in the UFC anymore. Has retired.
Dave's in the vape pen. He's so stressed about that.
Yeah, bro. I mean, after that, we had Angela Hill winning another decision win
Love you, Angela Hill.
against Emily Ducote. I mean, I should have put money on that because I was talking about it last week. Angela Hill by decision. She knows how to do it right. She does it right. 15-12 record, not the best, but man, she's still getting fucking dubs. All right, she's still getting dubs at the top of a prelim card. Let's go. Shout out to Overkill, Angela Hill. All right, now we're getting onto this main card. Philip Rowe knocking out Nico Price.
Didn't see that coming.
Didn't see that coming. Nico Price didn't look the best, in my opinion. Who am I, to say that? But, I mean, Philip Rowe just looked great. He looked great. Right after that, we had Eric Anders. Again, this was a wild shit, dude. Eric Anders knocking out Kyle Dawkins.
Did not see that coming either.
Did not see that coming. Eric Anders looked great. Kyle Dawkins didn't. It's just, some guys look good one night, some guys don't. And another upset after that. Another upset. We're having KO after KO after KO. I don't know if you guys noticed this.
It was a party.
It was a fucking party on the main card. Jack Hermanson gets knocked out by Roman Dolidze. On 3 days' notice, or whatever it was. I forgot how much notice it was. But Dolidze stepped in for somebody else. Jack Hermanson wasn't even supposed to fight that dude. Roman wasn't even fighting. Wasn't even training to fight. Came in here and knocked out Jack Hermanson like a fucking boss. Right after that, this one hurt. Tai Tuivasa getting knocked out by Sergey Pavlovich
First of all,
in 54 seconds.
of
the first round.
This is possibly the first taste that we've got of someone like if he does that same
Dude
thing,
is crazy.
If he does that
He's done it
same
like 4 times.
if he does that to Ngannou, we're gonna be for fans gonna witness a baptism, not from either side. Like,
oh my god, I cannot imagine him doing
he
it to Francis.
destroyed Tuivasa, and
Bad.
his strategy was blitzkrieg. It was a dangerous strategy. He just
And
went
that's
in
the worst strategy to go against Ty.
at
And he
heavyweight.
just did it.
Just at heavyweight.
He's like, fuck it.
He just ran across the cage and was like, "I'm gonna put my hands on you," and he did.
Swing.
It was, oh my goodness.
Oh man, it was sad because
Violent.
I don't know if you guys remember last week, I had Ty money line. I had Ty by knockout, and obviously neither of those happened.
But we got reaffirmed that heavyweights typically don't go the distance.
They don't. What did I tell you guys? That shit ain't gonna go to the distance.
Nope.
Another one. Right after that, Mateus Nicolau taking out Matt Schnell.
That one.
KO.
That one was brutal.
That one was a brutal one. Matt Schnell was getting pieced the fuck up. Nicolau was looking good, man.
Yeah, he was looking
good.
Matt Schnell's one of those dudes. He's like, he'll like take one, give one type of fighter, and that just doesn't work all
Takes
the
a toll.
time.
Takes a toll,
It just
man.
doesn't work. And did you like? It was crazy. Man's had to shave his head to make weight.
He did have to shave his head to make weight, and he did. He made weight, but yet ultimately got his ass kicked by Mateus Nicolau. Right after that, man, you kind of called it. Rafael Dos Anjos taking out Brian Barberena via submission.
I didn't. know-
RDA looked great.
I didn't know it was going to be via submission, but I feel like
I didn't think it was.
RDA is such a game fighter. He fought at welterweight for this fight. I think that was his first welterweight fight in a short minute.
I think so, yeah.
Because he's bounced a few
He's
times.
bounced up and down.
He's just fucking game. He's so good. He's a dude that like he's not gonna make a mistake. You got to make the mistake for him, type shit, or else he's just gonna take advantage. He's
32-14.
and
record.
his post fight call out was pretty cool. We'll get to some fight news irrelevant to that call out, but I know you saw it.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I
Called
honestly
him out.
give me that fight.
I would love to see it.
RDA deserves it, but
I think Conor wouldn't take it.
Conor already has another fight on his hands allegedly that we'll get to.
Okay. Crazy. RDA, you do deserve that fight. I want you to make all the money in the world. I do think you would win that fight, too.
Same.
You look great right now. He looks great for being an older cat. All right, let's move on to this main event, the welterweight main event of the evening. Talking about reeling back the clock.
Now,
Steven Wonder Boy Thompson just doing it for the karate, goddamn. Man, being a younger kid that took karate, I'm proud as fuck. I love Steven Wonderboy Thompson. He's been one of my favorites since he entered the UFC, since he showed everybody the karate background. I've always loved him. And man, did he show out against Kevin Holland.
so For anyone,
showed out.
For anyone who hasn't watched this fight and you need some type of invitation to become a fan of fighting, watch this fight. Like, first of all, like, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. That was the first UFC official Thai bout. That was a straight Thai boxing match from start to finish, with the exception of like 1 or 2 takedown attempts from Holland. That was a straight, like, they had a gentleman's agreement to just stand up the whole time. And like, for fans who don't see this
Kevin
was crazy.
Shouldn't have done that.
Every time that, like, Kevin had moments where he would like take him down, or they would like kind of scramble, whatever, and he took him down, and immediately he would stand up. They would touch gloves. It was basically like they were sparring, but hitting as hard as they fucking could.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was such, like, as a fan, that is like legitimately what I sign up to see.
Kevin would be mad if we didn't bring it up. Kevin did break his hand.
Did you see the
in
X-rays?
the first round? Yes.
He snapped like all 3 metatarsals right here, and like not like cracked, like they were like
snapped,
folded. And like in the first round, he landed a punch that wobbled Wonder Boy, and he literally just punched him like down, and he hit him like right there on the forehead, opened a huge cut, and I think that's when he broke his hand because he really stopped using it. So like, more power to you, like Kevin.
Even Wonder Boy, they're like, yeah, Kevin Holland broke his hand. He's like, yeah, on my head.
Yeah.
He's like, I felt that shit. He's like, that shit, it hurt. He's like, I did not feel good. Like,
yeah, that like
it was like a fight, dude.
That was like, again, if you,
I love watching Wonder Boy fight.
No
one can strike with him. No one.
Yeah,
can.
he brought it. That was such a spectacle. We got to see multiple spinning heel kicks.
Dude, that
you
one
see those
he
like
landed
2 a
with
year.
the one he landed on Kevin, where the dude's shin just bink, like right on his fucking forehead.
And
Kevin didn't go down.
He couldn't put him out, but he definitely won that fight and whooped that ass.
Whooped that ass. Ended up TKOing him.
Yeah.
Ended up TKOing him. And, I mean, I wanted to know what would have happened if Kevin didn't break his hand, but, I mean, that's not what happened. Because Wonder Boy broke his hand, too. Kevin broke his right. Wonder Boy broke his left. Both of them broke their hands. Both of them are going to have to get surgery.
Insane.
It's crazy. The better man won. You can't strike with Wonder Boy. People need to know that, learn that. Like, bro, you got to. But it was bad for them to make that gentleman's bet in Kevin's favor, because that fucked Kevin over.
Totally bad. But that being said, aside from the hand mess up, he was completely competent against him. He was completely game. Like, Kevin Holland, who's a dude who's been doing MMA for as few years as he has, went up against a lifelong martial artist who was 77-0 in kickboxing, and then went almost 20 minutes in a kickboxing bout against this man in 6-ounce gloves. With ultimately broken limbs. So it's like,
shout out to
you can't.
Shout out to both of these.
That was like, again, and no, I don't see any fan who could watch that fight and either fighter could not lose. Like, not only did they not lose brownie points, they infinitely gained brownie points, because like that is just, that fight was bananas. Like,
bananas.
That was probably, like, can I say it was fight of the year? Maybe not. Can I say that was the most entertaining fight that we're going to talk about going into 2023? Absolutely. Like, that shit's like fresh on our brain. Thank you, Kevin Holland. Thank you, Wonder Boy Thompson. They instead of the BMF belt, he got the NMF belt, nicest MFer belt. So nicest dude in MMA. Such a beast.
And before we get into this UFC 282 pay-per-view, I do want to go over Bellator a little bit. We have actually Bellator going on right now as this is getting filmed.
Yep.
As you're watching it, it happened yesterday. But I'm just going to go over the main card on what's happening. We have Anthony Adams taking on Dalton Rosta. Then we have some semifinals for some Grand Prixes and one title fight. We have Magomedov taking on Patchy Mix for the Grand Prix semifinal for the bantamweight division. Then we have Liz Carmouche taking on Juliana Velasquez right after that fight for the women's flyweight title.
Yep.
Then the main event of the evening, interim champ Rafion Stotts is taking on Danny Sabatello for the interim bantamweight title. And it's for the bantamweight Grand Prix semifinal again. So the winner of that will fight the winner of Magomedov and Mix.
Yep.
I'm excited for the Rafion Stotts and Danny Sabatello fight. It's been a fight long time coming. I know probably some of you guys don't even know who any of these people are. That is okay. That's why I only read off the main card. But that's happening right now, and I'm actually really excited for that. Can't wait for the Stotts and Sabatello fight. All right, let's get on to the UFC 282. I'm running through this. We have so many fights, guys. We have like 15 fights. I'm going to run through most of them, and then we'll actually talk during the main event.
And I'll tell the odds.
As I spit, each fight hit some odds for me. All right, so we got the first fight of the evening. Early prelims, we have Cameron Simon taking on Steven Koslow. Both undefeated.
We got Steven at plus 285 and Cameron at minus 375.
Interesting. Cameron's got something going on for him. We have right after that we have a featherweight bout. TJ Brown taking on Eric Silva. Eric Silva 9-1. TJ 16-9.
Toss up minus 108, minus 112.
Wow. Okay. How about Billy Quarantillo and Alexander Hernandez? That is the early prelim feature bout.
Alexander, we got plus 140, and then Billy, we got minus 176.
I know both of these guys.
Shout out Hernandez.
Yeah,
he trains with Jacoby.
He trains with Jacoby. Obviously, you know who the fuck we're riding with then. Obviously.
Facts.
We ain't betting against the team. All right, we're going on to the normal prelims now. We actually only have 4 of those fights. Shorter prelim compared to the early prelims. We have Chris Curtis fighting Joaquin Buckley in the middleweight division. I got Chris Curtis. I guarantee he's a favorite. Joaquin Buckley has a tough fight on him. Joaquin needs to take this fight down to win, and Chris Curtis, I think people have only taken him down twice in all of his UFC career. And he got back up from both of those. So, what are those odds on that one, Winston?
Joaquin, we got 170. Chris, we got plus 132.
Chris is the underdog? Mm-hmm. Yo, you might want to pick up some money on Chris Curtis there because Chris Curtis is... I think this fight is going to stay standing. I don't think Joaquin gets him down. And Joaquin needs to get him down. So that's why I think Chris wins. I think Chris keeps it up, and I think he's the better striker. All right after that, we have Edmund Shabazian taking on Dolce Lungibula. That is in the middleweight. What we sitting at, Winnie?
We got Edmund at minus 320, and then Dolce.
Dolce.
We got plus 235.
I got Edmund with that. I agree with them completely. Now, this next fight right here, this is a heavyweight bout with Jairzinho Rosenstrike taking on Chris Daukaus. Kyle Daukaus' brother.
Yep.
You didn't catch that. This fight is not going the distance. I don't give a fuck what's going to happen. This fight is not going the distance. This will not reach a decision. I honestly think it might end in the first round. These guys are going to be fucking going at it. So, take that with a grain of salt. Throw some money on the under, maybe.
Rosenstrike or whatever.
Rosenstruck
is minus 186. And then Chris, we got plus
Pretty
144.
Close. Pretty close.
To not go the distance, we got minus 650.
So, yeah, you're definitely going to need to parlay that up. I think that might be my parlay piece for our parlay here because that is a for sure sink right there. And then minus 650 isn't terrible odds, but it's not the best. All right after that, our feature prelim. An 18-year-old? Raul Rosas Jr. is coming here 6-0.
Youngest
for
fighter.
His first UFC fight against Jay Perrin, 10-6. This is going to be a crazy one because, again, I don't know if you heard that first part. This is an 18-year-old in the UFC fighting on a pay-per-view prelim. Crazy.
Raul, we got minus 250.
And he's the favorite.
And Jay, we got plus 190.
Jay is 29.
Oh, wow.
He's 29 years old.
He's got 11
and he's fighting
years.
an 18-year-old.
11 years on him. That's wild.
11 years on him. Their reach is identical, weight identical, height. We got Rosas at 2-inch advantage. Crazy. I got Raul Rosas. I think he takes him down. I think he submits him, to be honest.
I won't bet against that young man.
I won't bet against that young man until he loses in front of my eyes. All right. We're getting on to the main card. We only got a little bit of time left. We're hitting it. We got a nice, beautiful episode this episode. If you guys lasted this long, you guys are fucking awesome.
Y'all are A1.
A1 for sticking around with the team. We love doing it for you. All right, man. Did you watch the pre-fight press conference?
Mm-hmm.
It was good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see? Okay, hold on. Let's talk about who's the first fight.
Yeah.
Featherweight bout between Bryce Mitchell and Ilya Taporia. Nasty. Dude, did you see him at the fucking conference last night?
Mm-hmm.
Dude is locked in. Dude is pissed. So apparently Ilya called him a coward, and you don't call Arkansas boys cowards, bro.
No.
Because he was mad. He was mad about that shit.
He's cut from a cloth, and he's been, a lot of people have been disrespecting him and, being backhand, and he's just, that's just, I have cousins that are the same way as him. Winston knows how, cutthroat my cousins can be. So, that being said, don't test Thug Nasty.
But my thing is like,
Did you hear what he said? He's just like, how can I be?
no, he said I know exactly what you're gonna say. He's like, he called me a coward. He's like, I don't know how you could call anybody a coward that's coming here training to prepare to die. He's like, I'm trained. He's like, I'm here and I'm ready to die. Like this motherfucker is like, it makes me. I honestly said that terrible, but. It's crazy to me because you've never seen Bryce like that. We ain't never seen Bryce like that. Like, he's fucking... It's not even like a... Sometimes you see fighters, they're like emotional, crazy mad. Bryce is like a locked-in mad. Like
I'm a fucking show you mad.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm a coward? I'm a coward? Like, it's like a...
I'm nervous for him because Toporia's got hands.
Toporia's got hands, but I think Bryce
is going to put him up against the cage.
We've seen Bryce get hit. He's gotten hit. We've seen him get hit plenty of times. He fought Edson Barbosa, arguably the best striker in the division.
True.
I think he gets past him. I think Bryce takes him down, and I think Bryce is better on the ground.
Oh, it's not even close.
But
his keys to victory is going to be to wear on him, lean on him, and then just pull him down. And then I don't think Topuria, we've never seen him on his back. I don't see what he's capable of.
I think Bryce has got this locked in if he gets him down.
I hope he embarrasses him.
I hope he embarrasses. Dude, if Bryce... just because...
nothing bad to say about Ilia Topuria.
Yeah.
I'm just a homer for Bryce Mitchell.
Same.
He's welcome at my Thanksgiving for the rest of my life.
Dude's
Bryce
a flat earther, okay? He might think the earth is flat, but I still like his fighting.
Don't challenge. Remember, he will debate anybody.
He will debate anyone, but...
I will beat you in a debate.
Joe Rogan. But, yeah, I got Bryce Mitchell. I honestly didn't know who was going to win this fight until I watched that press conference last night. And then I seen Bryce's demeanor and how locked in he was and how, like, he literally, like, I wish I could play it on here, bro. Like, his demeanor and, like, the way they're asking him questions, like, the way he was answering them. The way Ilia was acting crazy. I don't know if you guys watched the pre-fight press conference, but Ilia Topuria, the guy that Bryce Mitchell is fighting, was acting crazy against another fighter that was fighting. I mean, granted, they're the same decision, and it's Paddy Pimblett. But Ilia Topuria was going at Paddy Pimblett, who's fighting Jared Gordon, someone else on the fucking card.
Well, and
so like Ilia is...
he's
not even in it. Like,
Ilia is fighting at 145, and Paddy like barely makes 155. Like, questionably has to go up.
What are you doing, Ilia? Like, I don't know.
And
Ilia
the fucked up
was just
part
being
is
a hothead.
Thug Nasty I wouldn't want to compare numbers because I have no numbers, but Thug Nasty is a fucking pole in the UFC. Everyone wants to watch him fight. He's undefeated. Not that that makes or breaks him.
Thug Nasty's not undefeated, 15-1.
Well, regardless, Thug Nasty's a beast, and like he's a pole in the UFC. So it's like, why are you going after, like, if you were fighting someone who was a very like humble person who just doesn't have much charisma, and
He is undefeated in the UFC though. I will say that he's not undefeated professional. Oh no, he's not. He lost his first. Oh, he lost. Oh no, he didn't. Yeah, he's undefeated in the UFC. I read that wrong. Sorry.
So yeah, like all things considered, I don't know why. Like if you're like, it's like when Jeremy Stevens called out Conor. It's like, okay, you're calling out the guy who's gonna make more pay-per-view points, and you're gonna coattail him for this like conference moment, and then everyone's gonna watch you fight. Ilia Topuria, it's like, dude, you're already fighting a dude that everyone wants to watch fight. Why are you trying to coattail a different fighter who you're not gonna? The UFC's not gonna have you fight him.
Yeah, and honestly, what I think started it is some Twitter shit. Like Ilia was chirping on Twitter, and then you know what happened. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I'm probably the most hyped for that fight.
So Bryce plus 120, Ilia minus 154.
Wow. I mean, that's close. It's close.
Yeah.
It's 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Bryce being the underdog, though, I'm like, wow. They must not watch Bryce very often because it's gonna. I don't know. I feel like I'm biased because I've seen him at the press fight conference and I've seen his demeanor and how he is and what he's doing right now, and I'm like, that's scary. You know what I mean? And like Bryce is locked in right now, so I would be really surprised if Ilia starches him or something. I'd be really surprised. Crazy. Let's move on. Darren Till.
Welcome back,
returns to the UFC fighting Dricus du Plessis.
And they didn't do him no favors with his comeback fight.
They gave him the hardest person to come back and fight.
Just a dog. Like
the hardest person?
Hey, welcome back to the middleweight division. You only fought in it like against Robert Whittaker and Kelvin Gastelum in fucking decision wars.
Yeah.
But here's another young, hungry, terrifying fucking fighter.
That took somebody out in his last fight.
Have fun, bro.
Dricus du Plessis 17-2, Darren Till 18-4. I am putting all my money that Dricus is the favorite.
What's odds?
Driscus is minus 192.
Called
We
it.
got Darren plus 148.
It's still decently close. It's
Yeah,
not the closest, but
pretty
it's
close.
decent.
And it's middleweight. These
Middleweight.
punches matter.
Every punch matters.
Once you get beyond 155, even though it still applies at 155, at 170 up, puncher's chance wins fights all
Yeah.
left and right.
Now, if Darren Till loses this, what happens? Like, he
He's down
can't lose this,
bad.
bro.
He's
He
down
cannot
bad.
lose this fight. He needs to win this fight. Driscus, I think it's Drakus is how you pronounce it. Too.
Regardless.
I really don't know.
Duplessis.
It's fucking fought.
We're just gonna call
He's
him-
gonna fight a really tough guy, and it's gonna be hard for Darren Till. I'm gonna be rooting for Darren Till because I
Same.
really like Darren Till, but I'm rooting but from a distance. You know what I mean? I might put a little money on Driscus too. You know what I'm saying? I
Don't be shocked if Darren Till surprises the whole
Knocks
world.
him out.
No,
Knocks him out.
Not even
Mhm.
well, that too, but not even that. He's been training nonstop with Hamzat.
comes
You
down
can't-
with
you
the
can't-
takedown.
You can't tell me his grappling hasn't improved.
It probably has, but I think Duplessis still has better grappling because he's
True.
stronger. He's strong. He's obviously the stronger guy.
True.
By look, I don't know. We're gonna have to see what happens. We don't know.
Yep.
All right. Right after that, Santiago Ponzinibbio, Alex Moreno. Moreno. Yeah, Alex Morono.
Wasn't that a reschedule?
Santiago Ponzinibbio.
Wasn't that a reschedule? Wasn't he originally scheduled to fight Robbie Lawler?
I think so. Yep. Robbie Lawler sent it. Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep,
remember
yep,
that.
yep,
That was a
yep.
reschedule. I don't know.
That
who-
was supposed to happen. It got canceled.
That's why one of the prelims, I think a prelim got canceled, and when you commented that there was less prelims, I knew this fight had something to do with it, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Truth. Alex Morano looking good as of late. I don't know who's got this fight. What are the odds at Winston?
Santiago minus 192, and then Alex is plus 148.
I could see why. Ponzinibbio is definitely the favorite, like, people person. Like, they know him more than Alex.
He's in the MMA zeitgeist. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a good one. I could honestly see that one not going the distance. What's that? What's the odds on not going the distance?
Like
now?
minus, or it's plus 102.
Okay, I was wrong.
I mean, that's what Vegas thinks. You know what I mean?
Let's just move on.
Sure.
We have a lightweight belt. Paddy Pimblett is the co-main event in his first pay-per-view. Well, not his first pay-per-view, but he's a co-main event. Cool. Taking on a tough customer, Jared Gordon. I mean,
yeah.
this is a tough fight for Paddy. This is... What are the odds?
So Patty minus 250.
How?
Jared-
I think it should be closer.
Jared plus 190.
I think it should be closer. They're not doing Jared justice. It's
Yeah,
because
this-
Paddy's so popular.
He's popular, but they're not throwing him cans at all.
They're not throwing him cans.
If anything, they're
Jordan Levitt was not a can.
They're slow rolling
Jared
Paddy.
Gordon, not a can.
They're slow rolling Patty because they're looking at what they have with Sean O'Malley, and they're like, we can do that again.
They
And
can.
Patty is, I think, honestly, like aside from O'Malley, I think they're in their own, like they're each respective in popularity. I think Patty is the next Connor.
My thing is,
He just
Jared,
keeps winning.
Jared got submitted in April this year. And now he's fighting, guessed it, a submission specialist. So that's not good.
We'll have to see.
That's not okay.
We'll have to see, but
but he's 4 for his last 5 wins. Or 4 for his last 5 fights. 4 wins, 1 loss out of his last 5. It's not bad, man.
So odds to not go the distance minus 200.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to go to the distance. There's no way. Wow.
I
I
would-
could see Jared making it go to the distance, but the way Patty fights, he ain't going the distance.
we gonna see.
We gonna see what happens, huh? We gonna see, as Dave said. Now we get on to our main event of the evening after the craziness that happened with Yuri Prohashka.
Yeah, tuned
We
in last
have
week.
a title fight now
Yep.
for Jan Blachowicz and Magomed Ankalaev. They were just supposed to fight, and now it turned into a title fight because Yuri had to vacate his title via injury for surgery.
Yeah, we talked about it last
We
week.
talked about it last week, and I said it last week. I think Magomed Ankalaev has this in the bag.
And to be fair, like, okay, let's say the shakeup didn't happen. Yuri versus Glover. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think Yuri wins that rematch. Irrelevant to that, we have this Ankalaev versus Jan Blachowicz bout. I honestly thought that, like, this was the exact bout that Ankalaev needed to legitimize his title shot because he, for all intents and purposes,
He should have,
He
yeah.
already earned it.
He already earned it.
He's already on such a streak, but now he has a giant Polish man in front of him that has to separate him from an actual, not an interim belt. I think this is his belt to lose and not to count Jan out at all, because if Jan wins this fight in any fashion, it's not shocking me.
Here are these stats. When Jan fights somebody who cannot take him down, he's 11-1. When Jan fights somebody who can take him down at least once, he's 2-5.
Yep.
Crazy statistics to keep in mind, especially when fighting a Magomed Ankalaev, because that man is going to take you down.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he can knock you out, too. He knocked out Anthony Smith. And he took Thiago Santos to a decision. You know, he's a decision winner. He has a decision over Nikita Krylov, Volkan Oezdemir. I mean, the list goes on. But honestly, Magomed hasn't had a submission in a few years.
But the thing about him is
hasn't.
as
And
explosive
honestly,
as he is, he doesn't.
He hasn't had a submission in the UFC. I thought Ankalaev was more a sub guy, but he's knocking people out.
He never makes mistakes as crazy as he fights.
I don't know. I think Ankalaev definitely has the better ground game, regardless of the submission finishes.
This comes down to who hits who first.
Yeah,
That's going to determine this entire fight because Jan.
I mean,
has
if that's the case, I kind of
stones
had
for hands.
Yeah, if that's the case, Jan might fucking.
But Ankalaev
starches out.
These 205ers, man. If Ankalaev can touch him, but like, do you think Ankalaev hits harder and or faster than Glover did? I would argue faster, but not harder. And Jan ate a bunch of those.
If we're doing MMA math,
which doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen.
Which does not work.
We're just humoring it.
Magomed knocked out Anthony. Anthony knocked out Glover. So, I mean,
damn,
right, right. Like, what do we do? I don't know. If I'm gun to the head, I'm gonna pick Ankalaev.
Yeah,
he's too good.
We got Ankalaev at minus 340, and then Juan.
The disrespect.
Jan at plus 250.
That's disrespectful. It should be closer. But
will it go the distance? Minus 205.
Yeah, I see it going the distance if it's Ankalaev. The only way I see Jan win this is I don't think he wins a decision. I think he wins by knocking him out.
Same.
He has to knock him out. I don't think Jan has. I don't want to. I sound like a hater. He can obviously do it. He can do anything, but. Just the way, if it plays out in Ankalaev's favor, like it has for fucking all of his fight, if it plays what happened, look, Thiago Santos lost a decision to Ankalaev. Thiago Santos, kind of like Jan. Jan's a better wrestler, longer, Polish. But I just think it's the same thing happens. I think Ankalaev can kind of keep him out of a distance, can stand him back up, and possibly take him down, I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens, but that is your main event of the evening. UFC 282. This wasn't even supposed to be the main event, I don't think.
No, it was the co-main.
It was the co-main. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Yuri Glover was the main.
Craziness. So, yeah, I mean, that's your UFC 282. I think we should make our parlay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make our parlay. Winston, do you have your pick?
I do. I think I'm going to go Jets plus 10.
What?
Yeah.
You're picking up the Jets to throw in our parlay?
Plus 10.
The plus 10 spread. Okay, spread. I was about to be like, dog.
Yeah, just the spread, which is still risky. I mean, it's still risky, but I think the Jets' defense is good enough, and I think, Mike White is decent enough quarterback to have him in the game. I mean, the Vikings beat the Bills. Yeah, the Bills fumbled the bag on that game. They lost that game, but it was a close-ass game.
So you're taking the plus 10 spread, New York Jets,
Yep.
for a minus 110.
Yep.
I like it. Got that pick up. What are you thinking, Dave? How you feeling?
I was originally considering throwing the Chiefs winning because that was a gimme of the parlay, but I don't know how that'll affect our odds.
It's fine.
Honestly, it's a parlay.
Yeah.
It would be a good piece. It's only minus 425.
Yeah.
But then you have us rooting against our team, which is kind of fucked up, but whatever.
I mean, I don't think the Broncos are going to.
They're not going to win.
I don't want you to.
They're not going to win.
With the honest grain of salt, you guys obviously don't benefit from a draft pick next year.
We don't.
Yeah, thanks for rubbing it in, dude.
But fucking asshole.
Other than pride, which it is a big deal because it's a division rival and you guys haven't beat us in a minute.
Of course.
But other than that, what do you guys gain in winning that game? You know what I mean? Not to say that they don't want to win. You want to win. You're going to try your heart out.
Being less shitty. Yeah, that's what.
we don't gain anything from losing. So we only gain from winning.
So that's what we want.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so if we pick up the Chiefs and your pick, it throws the parlay to plus 135. We're already at plus money. Not bad. That's good. Plus money for a 2-leg parlay.
That's impressive.
It's a take. It's a take right there, if you ask me. All right, and you already know what I'm gonna pick, guys. We're going to the fights. We always got to have one fight leg on here. I ain't gonna settle for just having football shit. So let's go back to this card. Let me look. I think I'm gonna say what I thought I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? The
No decision.
no decision, man. Why would Rosenstruck and Chris Dawkins go to a decision? It's not. There's no way it's going to. If it is, I'll quit.
Damn.
And actually, it's a minus 550 now. Did it
really?
move?
I think it was minus 600. I think.
Oh, really? Okay, good. Well, I don't know.
It's minus 650 for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Vandal?
Yeah, Vandal.
I'm on DraftKings. Yeah, so it's minus 550 on DraftKings. If I add that to our parlay sits at plus 178. I'll fucking take it.
Yes, sir.
My leg didn't move our parlay very much, but I don't give a fuck. You know? I'm here to get wins. I'm here to get dubs.
Yeah.
If you bet $5, you get $13.93 back. If you bet 10, you win $27.87. So that's $17.87 profit in your pocket. And you already know this is a Sport Champs parlay. You already know this shit's gonna cash. All right? We're pretty good on our parlays. I'm just saying, like, a lot of these motherfuckers want to make parlays, bro, and then they go like fucking 8 losses for 8 weeks.
True.
Like we're kind of kill it. I don't want to blow smoke up our own ass, but kind of kill
More
it.
often than not.
We're winning,
Yeah,
dude.
we win more than half the time.
We do. I mean, say a little bit more than that.
I mean, I'm playing it safe.
Yeah.
I don't want someone catching the film on us. You know what I mean?
Hey, 60% of the time, we win all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is true, and that has been your Sport Champs, y'all. My name is Rick G. That is Dave. That is Winston. Peace.